Video Productions proudly presents West Virginia High School basketball. Tonight, Ronnie Olson's 20-1 Shady Spring Tigers invade the South Charleston Community Center to go up against the 10-10 Black Eagles of South Charleston High School, guided by first-year head coach Josh Daniel. Tonight's game is presented by Mid-State Ford in Summersville. Greetings from South Charleston, along with two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year Bob Bolin and our great crew. I'm Mark Martin, delighted to have you along for coverage of tonight's game. Hard to believe, Bob Bolin, we were there in December at the Armory in Fairmont. Shady Spring opened its season, and here tonight they close out the regular season, but it is a team that wants to make a deep run into the postseason.
Well, they've had a great season so far, and you know everything counts when it gets postseason. So this is the end of the regular season against a really good opponent.
Yeah, South Charleston will have one game remaining. They'll play Ripley on the road on Thursday night. These teams met earlier in the season. Shady Spring had its way with South Charleston at home.
They did. Shady got up early and maintained the lead throughout the game. But you know what, Mark? I've been in a few battles in this arena here, and it's always different. South Charleston's kids always come to play when the game's here.
Well, this Shady Spring team had high expectations before the season started. Luke LaRose added to the roster, and then that amped it up quite a bit. But when you talk about Tommy Williams, Luke LaRose, Grayson Shepard, and the two twins, Braden Chapman and also Cole Chapman, says a lot about this team, says a lot about what Ronnie Olson and his staff have managed to do along with these young men. Sometimes you have those high expectations, you can't live up to them. They have.
Well, you know, it's one thing to have a bunch of good players on a roster. It's a whole other thing to have a good team. And they've put together a good team. They share the ball really well, playing hard-nosed fundamental defense, and they're excited about their postseason opportunities.
Yeah, they've only lost one game, and that was to a very good Bluefield team, a team they had beaten earlier in the year. We had the opportunity to call that game at the Brush Fork Armory. That was high school basketball at its best. Shady fell that night, but they bounced back, and they won 2 in a row.
Yeah, that was a great game, and they split with Bluefield. Bluefield and Shady split this year. 2 quality basketball teams. They were 2 great battles. And right now they're ranked 2nd and 3rd, respectively, in the state rankings.
Now let's talk about South Charleston. Obviously, great tradition here at this high school. Go back to Bill Walton and Bobby Dawson, and most recently Vic Herbert. Josh Daniel, one of the all-time greats, all-time leading scorer in school history, takes over the program after doing a very nice job as the head coach at Herbert Hoover. He's excited to be here. There have been some trying times this season. They play in the Rugged Mountain State Athletic Conference. They come here at 10-10, but when you talk about the orange and black of South Charleston, you always know they're going to have talent.
They are, and they're going to play hard. And just so Josh Daniel can't step on the floor. Wow, he was a good player, and good player at Eastern Kentucky under John Beeline's assistant.
That's right.
And we watched him at Herbert Hoover last year, and he ran all that Beeline stuff, and they were so well coached. So he does a great job, and I actually played against his dad when we were younger, and boy, he was a great player too.
Yes, he was. Dave Daniel, and Cindy Daniel is one of the assistant executive directors for the Secondary School Activities Commission. His mother saw Cindy here tonight, so she's in attendance to watch her son's team. Senior night here, so obviously the goal for South Charleston, you're looking at a 10-10 record. You've got 2 games remaining. You want to go 12-10, and obviously if you're Shady, you want to go 21-1 before you wipe the slate clean and you start the tournament run.
Yeah, and Shady coming here playing another AAA opponent, a traditional powerhouse in the state of West Virginia. South Charleston will be playing for those seniors tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing a great battle.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, and they've got some great players. Quay Sutton is one of the top players in the Mountain State Athletic Conference. He averages 21 a game. He's a guy that can get to the rim, shoots the ball well, and as Josh Daniel told me earlier this season, he's as good as any guard in the Mountain State Athletic Conference. And they also have another senior, Harold Pinnell, outstanding player. And they're going to start 5 seniors here tonight on senior night.
Yeah, a lot of places do that, and I think the last game we had at Westside, they sent us 5 seniors to start, but then they only had 1 senior, and they sent his name over as a starter. But then 5 minutes before the game, the coach had a change of heart, and he didn't. He put him in with 20 seconds to go, and the young fella shot a three, hit nothing but the bottom of the net.
The bottom of the net. Got to love it. Well, these two got together back on December 19th. Shady came away with a 74-46 victory. We will see what transpires in this second showdown. Our countdown to the tip-off continues in a moment. You're watching Video Productions live streaming coverage of West Virginia high school basketball. Tonight's game being presented by Mid-State Ford.
When you or your family need medical attention, get convenient health care at Prompt Care. Family practice for both well and sick visits, and they offer emergency care with x-ray and labs. Get excellent care at Prompt Care in Daniels.
First set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Make your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership, Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive. Just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Goalkeeper gives me a responsibility that I wouldn't get anywhere else on the field. Nothing else is important except how you're going to help your team. I'll never get to win a game, but I'll keep us from losing a game. My reason why is competition.
My car was totaled and I had just had it 8 months.
Every case is different and every case is important.
I just felt comfortable knowing they were taking care of stuff.
Our most important job is to take care of everything so you can focus on recovery.
They made me feel like I was special, like they were working just one-on-one with me.
Carol's case mattered. We like to take care of our own.
I did matter to them.
Call Farmer Klein and Cam, because around here,
you matter.
Call 346-5990.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Well, it's senior night here at the South Charleston Community Center, and they are honoring young men who have been a part of this program for quite some time. And I want to tell you what, Bob Bolin, I know you coached a lot of basketball teams through the years, and you blink, you see them come in, and before you know it, you're saying goodbye. It's going to be a tough experience.
It is, and then on senior night, you know, one of the best things a coach can tell the team right before the game is don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened.
That's right. That's a great advice. Well, we'll listen in down below here at the South Charleston Community Center as they continue the festivities. Well, the South Charleston senior class being honored here before the game, and tonight they will try to knock off the Shady Spring Tigers, who come in number 3 in the latest Class AA poll of West Virginia. Chapmanville is 1, Bluefield is 2, Shady Spring is 3, Robert C. Byrd is 4, Logan 5, Polk is 6, Frankfort 7, North Marion 8, Bridgeport 9, and Man 10. Well, obviously, Bob Boland, Shady Spring enjoyed being at the top, but as we all know, those rankings mean absolutely nothing as we get set to engage in the next part of the season, which is tournament time.
Oh, that's true, Mark. And, you know, when you got the Chapmanville Tigers up there, they've been to, 3 straight championship games, and, you know, they're number 1. And even if they weren't number 1 in the rankings, they're number 1 until somebody knocks them out. And if somebody can knock them out, because I'll tell you what, they're loaded, they're well coached, and they've had a terrific season.
Again, the festivities continuing here at South Charleston High School. We will break away and we will bring you more coverage of tonight's showdown, South Charleston and Shady. Tip-off is approaching here inside the South Charleston Community Center.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
When you or your family need medical attention, get convenient health care at Prompt Care. Family practice for both well and sick visits, and they offer emergency care with x-ray and labs. Get excellent care at Prompt Care in Daniels.
Make your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 and Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
We have a lot of good soccer players that step up when we need them to and play certain positions, even if that's where they don't think they need to play. When you put all our roles together, we can be successful. My reason why is passion.
Your next car buying experience easy at Mid-State Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 and Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Mid-State Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
We wake up each morning, eager to share our passion. We work all day with purpose to build inspired relationships with our guests, our crew, and our neighbors. We're filled with pride at the end of the day, knowing that we've made a difference. Steak Escape Sandwich Grill.
Ready to go here with basketball in the city of South Charleston, a city that absolutely loves its sports. And we have Shady Spring and South Charleston getting set to do battle. South Charleston home for the WCHS TV Fox 11 North-South All-Star Football Classic, and also home to the Mountain State Athletic Conference Night of Champions basketball event. And this spring, Bob, it's going to be the home of the state softball tournament for the first time there at Little Creek Park. It's a fantastic facility.
A lot of things going on here in South Charleston, and as two of the Shady players come out there starting, Braden Chapman and Cole Chapman, that's got to be odd for Brian Chapman, who was a 3-year starter, their dad here at South Charleston under Bobby Dawson.
Yeah, and he's got sons Haven and Dane on the team, and we saw all 4 of those on the floor at one time this season. So South Charleston, again, will go with Bradley Jones, one of the seniors being honored here tonight. Harold Pinnell will start, wears number 3. Jones is number 2. Tyson Rowe-Miller will start, 6'1", 180-pound senior, getting the call here tonight. Jay Royster will start here tonight, and Quay Sutton will start for the Black Eagles. Shady Spring is guided by Ronnie Olson in his 5th season. It's his 2nd straight 20-win season. Coach Olson, an Independence High graduate in the year of 2000. In his senior year, he helped lead Independence to the AA state championship game played at Ohio Valley University and Bluefield State. Josh Daniel, in his 1st season as the head coach for his alma mater, 2006 grad, played at Eastern Kentucky, was a grad assistant at Coastal Carolina and Eastern Kentucky before coming back to the Kanawha Valley. Coached at Herbert Hoover, led the Huskies to the state tournament in 2017, first time in school history, only appearance for Husky basketball. Jason Buckley, Will Samuel, Perry Eastep are our officials for this game, and we are underway, and Shady Spring has the basketball here, Bob Boland.
South Charleston starting out in their traditional man-to-man defense.
Again, Shady Spring with LaRose, Williams, Cole Chapman, Braden Chapman, and Grayson Shepard, and Tommy Williams fires up the shot, can't get it to go, and going to go out of bounds, and they say last touch by South Charleston, so it will be Shady Spring basketball. Again, the Tigers in the blue and South Charleston in the white. Great facility here at the South Charleston Community Center. We talked about that Night of Champions on Saturday, and it was George Washington knocking off a very good Cabell Midland team for the title. Rick Green's crew getting the championship in 2020. So South Charleston turns it over. First time they have the ball, so no score here in this opening minute of play. Braden Chapman on the drive, flips it up, won't go. Bradley Jones comes away with it for the Black Eagles of South Charleston, in with a record of 10-10.
A little sloppy here early for both teams. You see that a lot on senior night where there's a 15-minute break and you haven't warmed up in a while, and it's kind of hard to get going.
Grayson Shepard for Shady. And South Charleston came up empty-handed again on the offensive attack. And here is LaRose driving. Can't get it to go, but will have a whistle and a foul on South Charleston.
Luke LaRose likes to go to that left hand when he's going to the basket. A right-handed player, but he finishes a lot around the basket. Good, quick first step, and drew the contact.
Have a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. I believe the foul was on Bradley Jones. That'll be his first, team foul number 1 on South Charleston. So Shady breaks the huddle. 6:38 showing on this first quarter clock, and no score between South Charleston and Shady Spring. Luke LaRose will go to the line for the Tigers of Shady Spring. LaRose scoring over 2,000 points in his great high school basketball career, coming in averaging 14.
And Shady will get into their full court pressure defense as LaRose hits the second one.
All right, so LaRose, first points of the basketball game, and here comes South Charleston. There's Quay Sutton, and Sutton is fouled.
Sutton with a quick spin move, an excellent acceleration and explosiveness to the basket.
Foul going to go on Tommy Williams. That will be his first, team foul number 1, and that will put Quay Sutton at the line, coming in averaging 21 a game. Young man's had some big games this season, had a 33-point outburst, and he hits both free throws. So 2 teams that are very explosive offensively, and we got 4 free throws here early on. And then we got a turnover on Shady Spring as they carry the basketball.
Yeah, just like I said, you see that on senior night. It's kind of really a quiet atmosphere in here. Both teams having trouble getting going here early.
Roe Miller with the basketball. Here's Sutton, and, well, Shady Spring turned it over, and now South Charleston. Sutton taking steps, so Williams will inbound it to Luke LaRose in front of the Shady bench.
That call was a little shuffle of the feet, too many steps.
Braden Chapman.
Shady Spring going with their 5-guard lineup here. All 5 behind the perimeter, can touch a great pass by Grayson Shepard.
And there is Braden Chapman. We talked about the great pass, and Braden Chapman finishes things as he knocks down the 3 to give Shady Spring a 5-2 lead.
Smooth shooting lefty.
Sutton lifting up the shot. Can't get it to go, but Sutton very alertly followed the miss and puts it through. So he has all 4 of South Charleston's points. It's a 5-4 game, and here's Williams. He's feeling it.
Yeah, Shady, all 5 of them could shoot the 3. Tommy Williams able to knock that one down. Shady's up 7-5.
Couple of threes back-to-back for Shady Spring. Sutton drives, bouncer to Roe Miller, lifts it up with one hand and puts it in. So Roe Miller scores the bucket.
Nice assist by Sutton, able to find Roe Miller, break into the basket.
Braden Chapman wants another 3, and he's got it. 3 threes in a row for Shady Spring, and Braden Chapman has 2 of those.
Yeah, Braden Chapman does not play like a freshman.
Losing the basketball there, and now here scooping it up will be Cole Chapman, and he'll go back to Tommy Williams, who will drive. Tommy Williams' shot would not go through. Pinnell with the rebound for South Charleston, and here comes Quay Sutton across the timeline. Roe Miller wants a 3, and he's got it.
Well, Roe Miller with the nice baseline jumper, and now pulls up from 3.
He's an athletic kid. And they give him 2 or 3 there.
I thought it was a 3.
Well, he's 11-9 game here on the scoreboard, so we'll get a foul called on Shady Spring as South Charleston makes several substitutions.
Okay, I think they did call that a 3 down there, 11-9. Shady again in their 5-out pass cut. They go back door off of it. Is he going for his 3rd one? Chapman was. They got LaRose going over the back inside. Shady Spring, yeah, they were back. They always press, but a little late getting into their press defense, so they're just picking up half-court man now.
11-9 game. Ball knocked away, out of bounds. DJ Johnson, number 4, is into the game for South Charleston, along with Shaquan Brown. And also into the game is Bryson Smith, number 12.
So South Charleston starting those seniors in 11-9 games, so it did not hurt them a bit.
Ball taken away by Shady Spring. Here comes LaRose down the floor, and LaRose zipping it over. Tommy Williams launches and connects.
Well, Shady makes you pay when you come in to help, which is the natural thing to do. They have all those shooters behind the 3 line.
14 points for Shady Spring, and 12 of those have come from behind the arc. Here is Smith. He fires up the 3 and knocks it through.
Bryson Smith knocked it down. Another freshman. Boy, there's a good crop of freshmen in the state of West Virginia this year.
Here is LaRose gunning for a 3. Can't get it to drop. Shaquan Brown with the rebound. Here's Shaquan Brown. His shot goes up, and going to be Cole Chapman throwing it in. Quay Sutton, his 3 won't go, but a nice rebound there. Put back up and in by Shaquan Brown.
Nice job, Shaquan Brown. Quay Sutton will tell you that was alley-oop, Mark. He'd get an assist on that play.
Got a tie game at 14-14. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be South Charleston's basketball. Clint Frazier, Ronnie Means, a couple of former South Charleston standouts, along with Cliff Jackson, longtime coach here in the Kanawha Valley. That's the coaching staff for Josh Daniels' first South Charleston Black Eagle team. Russ Jordan, Tommy Williams are the assistants for Ronnie Olson's crew, and the shot no good by Brown. And here comes Shady, and it's LaRose zipping the pass down the floor to Haven Chapman, who's now in the game, and Shady working it around nicely, and Braden Chapman with his 3rd 3 of this opening quarter.
You see Cole Chapman there just really relaxed, hit his twin brother with a nice pass assist on that 3.
Now Sutton missed the shot, and nice rebound there by DJ Johnson.
And there was Cole Chapman, drew the defenders, left it in the corner, and you can't give Braden Chapman any cushion at all.
A foul on Shady Spring. And Grayson Shepard going to come in. Cole Chapman will check out as DJ Johnson goes to the line. And that one will not go. Missed a couple of free throw opportunities there.
Leaving Chapman open again. They got to find him. That's
goodness.
4 of them as Josh Daniel gets a timeout. Somebody's got to find that guy.
20-14. Braden Chapman with 4 threes here in the opening quarter of play. A 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. 6 3-pointers, Bob Bolin, in this opening quarter for Shady Spring.
And is that 4 by Braden Chapman?
Yeah, that is 4.
Yeah, I'd tell his dad it'd take him 3 or 4 games to get 4 of those. His boy come in here and got him in the first 6 minutes of playing in his dad's former arena. I had to get him on that one, Mark. No, Braden Chapman is on fire. He's 4 for 5 from behind the arc.
Tommy Williams has the other 2 threes for Shady Spring. South Charleston has a couple of triples, and they're trying for a 3rd here as Jones can't get it to fall, and Grayson Shepard does a nice job there keeping his balance. Here's Williams, who has 2. Make it 3.
7 threes in the quarter?
23-14. Wow. And all 3s except a couple of free throws by LaRose for the Tigers here in this opening 8 minutes of play. Got a foul called.
Yeah, Haven Chapman came over for the help, and when you just have a little contact with him, the offensive players usually fall apart, and it looks worse than it was, and it gets him in foul trouble. I thought he made a good break on the ball there.
Chapman's first. Inbounds pass to DJ Johnson, 6'7", 210-pound junior. There's Quay Sutton. He'll pull up just inside the 3-point line. Couldn't get it to go. Braden Chapman on the run. Bouncer to his twin brother Cole. Gets it out to LaRose. Now he'll drive. Kicks it out to Williams. Launching the 3. Tommy Williams now has 4 threes in the quarter.
Wow, Shady just shooting the ball. 8 3-pointers in the quarter and 2 free throws.
26-14. Quay Sutton goes to the big man Johnson. Nice play by Johnson, who scores it. And now here comes Shady. They've got time. Tommy Williams back to LaRose, and that's going to be an over and back call. So 1.7 showing on the clock.
And now right there, when Luke LaRose realized it was already over and back, he should have just let the ball go, and the half would have ended. And South Charleston wouldn't have a chance, but Quay Sutton from half court.
Hit the back of the iron. We played a quarter, and it's Shady Spring 26 and South Charleston 16. You're watching Video Productions live streaming coverage of high school basketball presented by Midstate Ford.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
When you or your family need medical attention, get convenient health care at Prompt Care. Family practice for both well and sick visits, and they offer emergency care with x-ray and labs. Get excellent care at Prompt Care in Daniels.
We welcome you back inside the South Charleston Community Center, along with two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, Bob Boland, our great video productions crew, Butch Mounts, Robbie Mounts, Joe Mounts. I'm Mark Martin. Delighted to have you with us. No, Bob Boland, what can you say about that first quarter play for Shady Spring? It was all about from behind the arc.
Well, I can keep up with the scores there. We got 4 threes by Braden Chapman, 4 by Tommy Williams, and 2 free throws by Luke LaRose to give Shady 26. And I'll tell you, Quay Sutton on the South Charleston end of the court has been making things happen either off the bounce or shooting the ball.
Long range shot, 3-pointer won't go for number 12, Bryson Smith. Here comes Shady. Tommy Williams, he had 4 3-pointers in the first quarter, as did teammate Braden Chapman. Luke LaRose had a couple of free throws. That was the Shady Spring scoring in that 26-point first quarter. Got a jump ball situation. Possession arrow goes to South Charleston. Check that. Shady Spring ball. Pointed that direction. I looked at the Shady bench, or the South Charleston bench, which is that direction. Here is LaRose. 3-pointer. Would not get it to go, and the rebound yanked out of there by Jones, who's back in the game, on the move. A little running one-hander will go for Smith, who has 5 in the game.
Well, Bryson Smith's a good-looking freshman. And that's a bad thing sometimes, Mark, when you're making all those threes and you start relying on them. And that Shady has to remember they can still take that ball to the basket and get layups.
Cole Chapman goes to Tommy Williams. Back out to Braden Chapman. He will penetrate. And a whistle. Foul call. Harry Estep giving us the call, and I believe it goes against Shaquan Brown. We are on the opposite side here, the South Charleston Community Center. Great facility, but scoreboard here does not indicate who fouls are on. Here is Brown driving and scoring.
Brown did a good job of avoiding the charge and getting the layup.
Braden Chapman driving and going to have
an and one.
Yeah, whistle and a foul.
Braden Chapman, here we go, going the other way around. It is Shaquan Brown getting the layup. And on this end, Chapman doesn't want any 2-point plays, so he's going for an old-fashioned 3-point play this time, and he's got it.
And the 3-pointer's been the story for that young man here. So, well, South Charleston had gotten it to 26-20, but since then, Shady with that 3-point play. Driving and a shot, blocked shot there by Braden Chapman. picked up by brother Cole Chapman. He drives. He lays it off the glass and in. But great body control.
Cool Cole Chapman. He never gets out of control. Gets to South Charleston, needs to get that ball back into Quay Sutton's hand and let him create and run the offense through him.
Biggest lead of the game for Shady Spring, and now we're going to have a foul against South Charleston, and that's going to go against DJ Johnson.
Cole Chapman driving, little hesitation move, nice kiss off the backboard.
Bryson Smith checking out for South Charleston. Darius Dawson, 6-foot sophomore. He can knock down shots, so Josh Daniel will be looking for that here. They work it around, and Tommy Williams with the basketball and gets it into the hands of Cole Chapman. Todd Duncan's in the game for Shady. He's a sharpshooter. And here is Tommy Williams. They whip it around. Cole Chapman's shot won't go. Nice rebound there by DJ Johnson, the 6'7 junior. Here comes South Charleston. Quay Sutton. And looking to get it into Johnson, picked off by Todd Duncan. Duncan pulls up and then goes to Tommy Williams. Williams will negotiate in the paint, but stripped by Bradley Jones. Bradley Jones' shot is up and it won't go through. Well, Luke LaRose is going to head back into the game. Tommy Williams will get a blow here for the Tigers of Shady, who lead at 31-20.
Shady Spring with that 5-out motion offense is so hard to get the help. And then when you do get the help, they're always kicking out to a three-point shooter.
Todd Duncan. Here's LaRose, and here is Grayson Shepard. You know, he can deliver from the three-point line, and he does. And another timeout is called as Shady builds the lead to 14 at 34-20.
Grayson Shepard usually gets the toughest defensive assignment for Shady. Off the nice little cut there with his feet set. And he cuts to the top, left pivot foot, squares, knocks down the three.
So 3 different players with 3 pointers in this game, and 12 of those have come by a couple of guys. Williams with 4, Braden Chapman with 4, and now Grayson Shepard with his first. South Charleston with 2. So big difference there from behind the arc in this basketball game. Shady Spring tries to knock off South Charleston for a second time this season. SC looking to get to 11-10 before closing out the regular season at Ripley on Thursday night. They defeated Ripley in the season opener back in December. Right now, concentrating on this talented Shady Spring team. And how about Quay Sutton?
Yeah, South, they've gotten away from giving him the ball and playing through Quay Sutton, and I think they'll get back to that.
Quay Sutton now has 6 in the game. Shepard in trouble, and going to have a foul called on South Charleston. Foul going to go against Darius Dawson.
Replay Quay Sutton with a little 1-2, kind of about a half Euro step. We call that a Switzerland step, about half Euro. Good move. He does a lot of good things. Goes to the basket with authority, shoots the three, does a lot of good things.
Well, Pinnell is back in for South Charleston. DJ Johnson checking out. Here's Duncan on the move, and Duncan lost the handle. Pinnell picks it up. And Pinnell guarded pretty tightly there by Duncan, so Duncan's going to be hit with a foul.
They left the clock running. We don't have a rule here, 20-point rule. The clock is lit. Now they catch it. Still running. It should be on 4:04. And usually that happens for the home team, not when the home team is losing. Yeah, they put it up on 4:03, so I caught it a little quicker than they did. But
Shady Spring is 6-1 on the road this season, 4-0 in neutral site games, and they are a team that won them all at home. South Charleston 4-4 here at home. 34-22 game. Pinnell to Sutton. Sutton guarded there by Cole Chapman. And tipped and take it away. Here comes LaRose gliding down the floor and then sends it over to Cole Chapman. They whip it around. Good ball movement by Shady, and then Shepard walks with it.
Yeah, he slid the pivot foot. He was looking to pass it one direction, and South Charleston, I think Darius Dawson shot the passing lane, and he drug that pivot foot.
Todd Duncan will check out, and back in Braden Chapman. See if he's cooled off any.
No way.
What a steal.
Shepard, good steal.
Shepard, coast to coast. Shepard with 5 second quarter points and 5 for the game, 36-22.
Yeah, Shepard shot that passing lane. Nice finish.
Shot from the outside by Dawson, Darius Dawson. The 6-foot sophomore couldn't get it to drop. Here's LaRose. Shady whipping that ball around. Cole Chapman out to his brother Braden. Misses there, but boy, nice rebound by Tommy Williams.
Yeah, maybe he did cool off, Mark.
Here's Cole Chapman driving and scoring.
Well, he can be going full speed and all of a sudden plant that foot and just, so calmly explode into the air and score. He has a real knack for going to the basket.
Biggest lead of the game at 16 as Dawson drove in, and he's fouled. Foul was on Braden Chapman. That's his first.
Strong move, able to draw the foul. Darius Dawson will get rewarded at the free throw line.
Free throws that South Charleston
Markers
certainly need.
3 reasons you put all those players back. One reason you have a great free throw shooter. Another reason you don't trust them for going over the back. And another reason is to get your defense set. And I think Josh Daniel likes to get his defense set back there.
So Dawson hits both free throws, so that makes it a 38-24 game.
All right, South Charleston going to a 1-3-1 zone for the first time. Try to give Shady a different look. I think a really good move by Josh Daniel.
Grayson Shepard, well, he faked the pass, launched a 3, couldn't get it to go, and the ball will stay with Shady Spring.
Now that's the one thing. You got to rebound out of that 1-3-1 zone. And if you get anybody standing and not rebound in their area, you will give a second shot up, and that's what happened right there.
Tommy Williams to Grayson Shepard, over to Cole Chapman, and he knocks down the 3.
Well, you've tried man-to-man. You've tried 1-3-1. What's next? Something you got to stop the three-point barrage by the Shady Spring Tigers.
41-24. 17-point advantage. Quay Sutton drives and scores.
Well, great body control by Sutton.
41-26 our score. Here's Braden Chapman and goes to Luke LaRose and banks it in.
Well, I didn't know that happened down here in the Valley. The banks are open at 7:55 p.m. Y'all got it going on down here in the Valley, Mark.
That's right. Shot up by Sutton, won't go. Nice rebound there, put back up and in by Shaquan Brown, who has 6.
Shaquan Brown's had a strong first half.
Driving, Shepard scoring.
And when you hit all those threes, that extends the defense. Now the driving lanes are open.
Shepard with 7 points, and they have come here in this second quarter. Pennell launching and hitting a 3.
Harold Pennell knocking it down. Lead down to 15.
Pennell's first bucket of the game, and that's the third three-pointer here in the quarter in the half for South Charleston. Here comes Pennell across the timeline as South Charleston tries to whittle into this double-digit lead for Shady. And how about Pennell?
Pennell's filling it. Deep 3 knocks it down to 12.
LaRose will bring it across the timeline. Tommy Williams holds it. Hands to Cole Chapman. Now Tommy Williams. And here goes Shady. Cole Chapman. What a quarter for this young man. 49-34. Cole Chapman, 10 points, and all coming in that second quarter of play.
Deep three.
Shady Spring, what an unbelievable half of shooting.
I mean, gets the defense running at him, gets his feet set, and knocks it down.
Wow. Unbelievable. 14 three-pointers by the Tigers.
14.
So they lead it 49-34 at the break, and we return to the South Charleston Community Center. In a moment, you're watching Video Productions live streaming coverage of West Virginia high school basketball. Tonight's game being presented by Midstate Ford.
When you or your family need medical attention, get convenient health care at Prompt Care. Family practice for both well and sick visits, and they offer emergency care with x-ray and labs. Get excellent care at Prompt Care in Daniels.
First set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Make your next car buying experience easy at Midstate Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks. Just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Midstate Ford and Northside Automotive. Just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Goalkeeper gives me a responsibility that I wouldn't get anywhere else on the field. Nothing else is important except how you're going to help your team. I'll never get to win a game, but I'll keep us from losing a game. My reason why is competition.
My car was totaled and I had just had it 8 months.
Every case is different and every case is important.
I just felt comfortable knowing they were taking care of stuff.
Our most important job is to take care of everything so you can focus on recovery.
They made me feel like I was special, like they were working just one-on-one with me.
Carol's case mattered. We like to take care of our own.
I did matter to them.
Call Farmer Klein and Cam because around here,
you matter.
Call 346-5990.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign. And tell them Hugs sent you.
We welcome you back inside the South Charleston Community Center. It's a 49-34 lead at the break. Shady Spring owns it over South Charleston. Shady trying to get to 21-1. South Charleston coming in at 10-10. A couple of ties in the first quarter, 2-2 and 14-14. But by the end of the first quarter, Shady led it by 10 at 26-16. Shady got the lead up to 18 at 46-28. And right now it's a 49-34 count. We'll come back and look at individual numbers in a moment. You're watching Video Productions live streaming coverage of West Virginia high school basketball being presented by Midstate Ford.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
When you or your family need medical attention, get convenient health care at Prompt Care. Family practice for both well and sick visits, and they offer emergency care with x-ray and labs. Get excellent care at Prompt Care in Daniels.
Make your next car buying experience easy at Midstate Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Midstate Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
We have a lot of good soccer players that step up when we need them to and play certain positions, even if that's where they don't think they need to play. When you put all our roles together, we can be successful. My reason why is passion.
It's a 49-34 lead for Shady Spring here at the break over South Charleston inside the South Charleston Community Center, and scoring leaders for Shady Spring, 15 from Braden Chapman, 4 of those from behind the three-point line. Tommy Williams has 12 points. Chapman and Williams each had 12 points in the first quarter, and all 12 from behind the arc. 7 points for Grayson Shepard, 5 for Luke LaRose, and a big second quarter for Cole Chapman. He finishes with 10. He had a pair of three-pointers. LaRose has a 3, and Shepard has a three-pointer for South Charleston. Leading the way is Quay Sutton with 8, 6 points for Harold Pinnell, 6 for Shaquan Brown, 5 each for Bryson Smith and Tyson Romiller, and 2 each for DJ Johnson and Darius Dawson. Bob Boland, thoughts from this first half?
14 three-pointers.
Yeah.
Hey, no, Shady's really sharing the basketball. I mean, they're one of the very few teams that can put 5 players on the court at once, and all 5 of them can shoot the 3. All 5 of them can go off the bounce to the basket, and they're doing it really well tonight. I mean, 14 threes, if they do that again this second half, which is highly unlikely, but I'm sure that would break a state record, and, I mean, they're just shooting the lights out.
49-34 will come back and bring you second half action. You're watching Video Productions live streaming coverage of West Virginia high school basketball being presented by Midstate Ford.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
When you or your family need medical attention, get convenient health care at Prompt Care. Family practice for both well and sick visits, and they offer emergency care with x-ray and labs. Get excellent care at Prompt Care in Daniels.
Make your next car buying experience easy at Midstate Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Midstate Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
The earth beneath
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
We have a lot of good soccer players that step up when we need them to and play certain positions, even if that's where they don't think they need to play. When you put all our roles together, we can be successful. My reason why is passion.
Welcome back inside the South Charleston Community Center, getting set for second half action. Shady Spring 49 and South Charleston 34. Great school, South Charleston High School. Of course, this facility off campus. The principal is Gabe King. Andrew Johnson, an assistant principal, and Kim Williams is an assistant principal. The daughter of the one and only Tex Williams is here. She was part of the senior night festivities. The athletic director is the great Bryce Casto, one of my buddies from Ripley, and he was the Mountain State Athletic Conference Athletic Director of the Year. They do a great job here at South Charleston High, and right now Josh Daniel and his Black Eagles going to try to do a great job in his second half and try to fight back in a game, but they come up empty on the first offensive possession.
Quay Sutton doing a good job of getting in there. Nice pass off to DJ Johnson, but unable to convert.
On the move is Grayson Shepard, and he puts it in. Shepard's, he's got a lot of tools offensively.
He does, and that's what you want to see from Shady. Don't rely on making 14 threes every half because it's not going to happen. Great job of Shepard going to the basket.
51-34 our score. From the outside, three-pointer on its way, no good. Johnson, he had his hands on it, couldn't keep it alive, but then Brown comes around and gets it, and then Sutton will fire up a three. He can't get it to go, but another rebound by Johnson. This guy just a junior. And there is Quay Sutton. His shot won't drop, and Quay Sutton hustling around, comes up with the ball, and got the shot to go, but we're going to have a foul called.
And I think he called that on the ground. South Charleston getting ready for their fourth attempt at a basket on this possession.
Yeah, they kept it alive, that is for sure. Here's a drive up and won't go for Bryson Smith. But again, the Black Eagles have another chance. Down to Johnson, and Johnson finally scores.
It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty.
That's right.
It doesn't matter how you get them. That was great hustle, great work ethic by South Charleston.
You only get so many opportunities at those carnival games, and you got to keep paying money.
And boy, they used up all their quarters on that possession.
Braden Chapman into the corner to Luke LaRose, who will penetrate baseline, whip it around. Braden Chapman straight away. And how about DJ Johnson, the 6'7 junior?
Well, that's 5 rebounds this quarter. First 2 minutes of the quarter.
Quay Sutton lines up the three and knocks it through. Quay Sutton with his first three of the game.
Now South Charleston getting into their pressure defense. Don't count South Charleston out in this game. It's a 12-point lead, and Shady has shot the ball as well as you can shoot it.
Here goes LaRose, and the shot blocked by Johnson, but LaRose put it back up, but it wouldn't drop through. Bradley Jones across the 10-second line. Haven Chapman getting set to check in for Shady Spring. Quay Sutton over into the corner. Brown lifting up the three. Wouldn't go. Johnson got the rebound and is fouled.
Boy, Johnson is a man on the boards. If he hits these 2 free throws, he can get that lead down to 10 that quickly. Here's Johnson going in. Shepard with the box out. But Johnson just using his length, able to get over and get the rebound. Shoots a line drive free throw. Well, that you look at that mark, and the back of the square goes up 11 feet, and that ball doesn't go much higher than the back of that square when you watch it. Not rush, no, didn't go much over it at all. But he knocks them both in, down to 10.
He has 4 here in this third quarter, 6 for the game, so that makes it a 51-41 contest.
Shady needs something going towards the basket on this possession.
Grayson Shepard, Luke LaRose, now Cole Chapman. Grayson Shepard picked up there by Quay Sutton. Haven Chapman into the game. Here's Grayson Shepard with it. Back out to Tommy Williams. Luke LaRose. Now Grayson Shepard. Hands to Haven Chapman. Tommy Williams flips it out. Shepard is open, hits the front of the iron, and right into the hands of Bryson Smith.
Yeah, great ball movement, but again, relying on the three. Sometimes you need to get an easy one.
Here is Johnson down low, scores it, and is fouled.
Johnson with a strong power move, down to 8. You know, now's the time, and Shady has that free-flowing 5-guard offense that's been so successful. But when things aren't going right, it's a time where you need to get a call, get the ball in the guy's hands you want it, maybe off a ball pick, and see what happens.
Now Johnson now with 7 points here in the third quarter, 9 for the game. Makes it a 51-44 contest. Made that three-point play. Luke LaRose penetrates, and LaRose fouled. Boy, he bangs hard into that padding underneath the bucket on this end closest to us.
Yeah, I think LaRose felt it there that the team needed something going to the basket. Nice explosion, going to the left, and a trip on the play.
Darius Dawson will check in. Bryson Smith will head out. Braden Chapman, Luke LaRose, Cole Chapman, Haven Chapman, and Tommy Williams into the game. Williams will drill a three. He can't get it to go. Quay Sutton snags the rebound and weaves his way across the 10-second line. Goes through traffic. Couldn't get it to go, but who is there but Johnson?
Yes, down to 6. I know I sound like a broken record on these three-pointers, but it's time. That's down to 5. South Charleston with a great run here.
51-46, and this will be a full. We will break away. Black Eagles storming back here at home.
General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
51-46. Shady Spring with the ball, much needed timeout.
Yes, it was. I see what Shady tries to do here on this possession. South Charleston staying with their man-to-man. It's been successful so far in the third quarter.
Braden Chapman penetrates, goes to LaRose, and LaRose's three-pointer off the mark, and the ball into the hands of Bradley Jones. Down to Dawson. Now to Quay Sutton. Sutton zipping it down there to Johnson, who taps it around and keeps it alive.
Boy, Johnson's doing a lot of little things. There goes Quay Sutton. What a pass. Wow. Quay Sutton with the great pass to Shaquan Brown and a chance for an and one. Look at that, Mark. Sutton with a quick move, able to get into the lane, draw the help, and you can't help up. Shady helped up there. You have to help across or down. On that situation, you bluff up from the post. Great pass.
It was 49-34 at the break, and Brown converts the three-point play. And Bob, they're doing it, from the field, but then they take advantage of the free throw line right now to get back in this.
Oh, they're taking it to the hole and mixing it up, and look for Shady to go attack the basket this possession. There it is.
And this place has come alive, and Grayson Shepard cannot get it to go. South Charleston a chance to tie or take the lead, but they turn it over. And here comes Tommy Williams, and Williams going to be banged into from behind Foul going to be called on Darius Dawson, his second.
Great hustle by Dawson, foul. All right. Shady again going into their 5 guards out, pass and cut. Shepard took it to the basket in a strong fashion last time, but unable to convert.
Tommy Williams, Braden Chapman, back to Williams. He is open for the 3, and it will not drop.
As hot as they were the first half, it's been an ice bucket the second half.
And just 2 points here in this third for Shady. And that came early. Shepard. Here's Quay Sutton. Threw that one up, wouldn't go, but Shaquan Brown with the rebound and draws the foul.
Well, South Charleston is dominating Shady on the boards. This half, it's got to be a 12-2 advantage on the offensive glass for South Charleston. And they can tie it up here with a couple free throws.
Brown brings some rain with that one, but it goes through.
Well, South Charleston playing for a winning season. They're 10-10. A lot on the line for them tonight. Shady Spring trying to wrap up the regular season with a W.
Well, it was 2-2 back in the first quarter, 14-14, and then Shady built up a double-digit lead that was as many as 18. And right now they're in a tie game. They get to the free throw line. Here's Cole Chapman is fouled.
And the freshman, Cole Chapman, takes it upon himself. Nice little quick crossover dribble, gets into the lane, gets rewarded at the charity stripe.
Cole Chapman will sink it, coming in averaging 8 a game.
There's a look at that. Boy, a little hesitation, fake jab step with the right foot, kept the ball in his left hand. Beautiful move.
We have a dandy here at the South Charleston Community Center. Boy, they had a lot of great games Saturday and Friday in that Mountain State Athletic Conference Night of Champions event.
And boy, they said the dunk contest was great. The three-pointer was a great event.
Yeah, our great friend Jim Hamrick, the commissioner of the MSAC, and all the folks that helped out with that, they did a great job. So Shady back in front for the moment as Cole Chapman got 1 of 2 free throws.
South Charleston needs to stick with exactly what they're doing and attacking. He's trying to give Quayshawn Sutton a rest right now. Boy, I don't know if I'd give him a rest the way he's playing.
Shot from the outside. Dawson can't get it to go. LaRose goes up against the rebound and finds Cole Chapman down the floor, and Cole Chapman wipe it off. Offensive foul.
Oh, my goodness. I didn't see much contact. You very seldom see that call when the defender doesn't fall. Defender in good position there, but usually when you have to take the offensive foul, you have to take the charge and go down to get the foul, but he was rewarded with the foul.
All right, so SC back offensively. Boy, good job by Dawson running that pass down, but forced it in there to DJ Johnson, and coming away with it is Tommy Williams, and he could not get it to fall through, but he was fouled on his way to the hoop.
And here comes Quay Sutton back to the scores table. They had him out for 45 seconds. The team did not look stable without him in the game, and here he is right back in there.
All right, Tommy Williams now with 13 in the game, had 12 there, all 3-pointers in the first quarter. So that's his first point since, and puts Shady up by 2 here as they retake the lead at the free throw line. And Williams very smooth at the stripe, knocks both down, so it's a 54-51 advantage. Shady Spring here as we approach the 1-minute mark of this third quarter. From the outside, Amari Allen, who checked in, couldn't get the shot to drop. He's a junior. Tommy Williams. LaRose, he's wide open for a 3, and he knocks it down. LaRose is second of the game. He has 8.
Last 2 possessions, senior Tommy Williams takes it to the basket. Senior Luke LaRose knocks the 3 down.
57-51 our score. DJ Johnson back to Sutton. He is wide open. His three-pointer, boy, it looked good. How about Omari Allen going up and getting that rebound? He's 5'7", but he went high to get that. Here is LaRose's three.
The smallest man on the court, good ball movement. LaRose gets a good look at it and knocks it down.
SC on the inbounds. Quay Sutton spins back out. Quay Sutton driving. Boy, what a move. What moves by Quay Sutton, and what hustle by Sutton. Puts it up and in.
He's putting the show on. Great body control. Shady will go for the last shot, 15 seconds. Look for Tommy Williams to take it when it hits the around 8-second mark.
Quay Sutton with 5 here in the third, 13 for the game. Williams, the three.
Big time shot. Tommy Williams.
And he
from three-quarter court, Bradley Jones, 6th tray. Wow.
Never give up. And Bradley Jones, maybe one of the shots of the year.
Let's take a look at that. Tommy Williams, great crossover, knocks the three. Bradley Jones with the ball here. More than three-quarter court, almost the length of the court.
Swish.
Knocks it out. Mark, we got 84 feet, and the foul line's 15, and it was right in the middle of that. 84 minus 7. That was a 77-footer. Does he get 4?
Where's Bruce Morris from Marshall?
It was close.
Yes,
It was close.
Wow, my goodness. We keep it here.
Where he got to. Hey, and he didn't baseball throw it. He shot it.
Yeah, that was a shot.
77-foot shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Well, when I talked to Josh Daniel earlier in the season, Bob, and we talked about his team, I did a game when they played George Washington. His comments about Bradley Jones one of them was a good standstill shooter.
I'll tell you what, he had to move a little on that one, but I mean that's something that happened here that a senior Bradley Jones will never forget. Now Shady Spring has the ball this first possession. Big possession for Shady to take that momentum back. I'm sure they'd like to get something going towards the basket.
All right. A lot of excitement there. We had the big three by Williams. Thought they were going to have that edge of 60 to 53, and then what does Bradley Jones do? He's one about the court. And here comes Williams right back with another three.
Tommy Williams just having another big-time game. You know, that's 2 straight threes for Williams when his team desperately needed him.
63-56, so he gets it back to a 7-point cushion. Here's Quay Sutton through the lane, up with the shot, and it goes, and he's fouled along the way.
Quay Sutton, great body control. He's trying to keep his team in the game. Let's look at this. Rose was there for the charge. No call. Called the block, and Quay Sutton with the basket.
Quay Sutton now with 15 in the game and a chance to make it 16, and he does. 63-59. Well, you've got one head coach for South Charleston, led the state in scoring his senior year, averaged 30. You got another head coach for Shady Spring, big score, had 21 in a state tournament game. These guys have learned from some of the best shooters in Olson and Daniel.
And Tommy Williams just putting the show on. 3 consecutive three-pointers, trying to will his team to victory.
66-58.
Now South Charleston in the bonus already with 6:59 to go and 66-59. A lot of 6s and 9s up there, Mark.
Quay Sutton. In this second half, Bob. I wanted to wait. Didn't want to jinx him. 9 for 9 at the free throw line in the second half.
Wow. South Charleston just needs to keep playing through Quay Sutton, and Shady on this end is playing through Tommy Williams as he gets the hold.
course, we talk about Josh Daniel, and do you think in this building there are 3 players, 1 current, 2 former, who led the state of West Virginia in scoring during their playing days? Luke LaRose and Josh Daniel and Father Dave. And here is Quayshawn Sutton. Couldn't get it to go.
Tommy Williams did a great job of drawing the foul on this end. He drew the contact, and the foul was not given to him. Did a tremendous job of taking it up strong.
66-61 LaRose. The shot wouldn't drop there, but a nice rebound by Braden Chapman to Brother Cole. Grayson Shepard, Luke LaRose, Tommy Williams, Cole Chapman, Braden Chapman. LaRose driving in, and the ball knocked away. That's the 5 on the floor for the blue-clad Shady Spring Tigers. Shaquan Brown, DJ Johnson, Bradley Jones, Quay Sutton, and Bryson Smith in there for South Charleston. 5-point game.
Like Shady's going to run some clock and make South Charleston come and pick him up a little higher. That'll give Shady more room to penetrate as Cole Chapman, Cole Chapman, watch, there'll be no emotion. Just drives in there, gets the bucket, draws the foul. That's twice tonight when Shady really needed a bucket. Cole Chapman, nice little left-right crossover, draws the foul and one.
Ready now, see if he can make it an 8-point lead, and he does at 69-61. We've got a timeout. It's a full. We break away. Shady Spring up by 8.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
When it comes to getting a new set of wheels, everybody knows the Midstate name. Midstate Ford, Arbuckle Road in Summersville, and Midstate Chevrolet, I-79, exit 67 in Flatwoods. West Virginia's #1 choice for brand new Chevys and brand new Fords, and proud supporters of West Virginia sports. So when it's time to trade, check out MidstateFordWV.com or MidstateChevy.com for the guaranteed lowest price on a brand new Ford or Chevy. From the stock of need, sell 'em cheap boys at Midstate.
Great to have you with us here in South Charleston. Good basketball game. What a comeback by South Charleston right now. They have to see if they got another one in them, as Shady has built it back up to an 8-point game here at 69-61 in the fourth quarter. And the shot up by Shaquan Brown. Foul going to be called. I think it's going to go on LaRose.
Shaquan Brown, good job of driving to the basket. During our break, I got a chance to look behind us, Mark, and there's Bobby Dawson, and he's in a section. There's only one other person sitting in that section. I think they're scared to get by. Afraid he'll have a coaching flashback.
One of the all-time greats. He was honored here earlier in the season. Had the opportunity to do that game and talk with Coach Dawson, one of the all-time greats, and up with the second free throw. So the perfection continues for South Charleston at the free throw line in this second half. Here's a shot blocked, but LaRose gets it back, and LaRose going to go right at the Black Eagles.
Great hustle by LaRose, getting the loose ball. See if they're going to give him 2 shots. He drove in there. No, he's not going to give him 2. Didn't get the shot off. He was driving to shoot. Everybody on the court now, it's going to give him 1 and 1. Everybody on the court thought he was going to the line. I kind of thought the ref, usually you got to throw it up at the basket to get the free throws. LaRose with the chance for a 1 and 1.
Can't get it to drop. LaRose has 8 in the game, so he's 2 for 3 at the line.
Shady going to a 2-3 zone. I think that may be the first time all year, and it looks like it.
Get it into Brown. He hits the bucket.
Yeah, Shady's not used to playing a zone. I think that was one of the few possessions all year.
And LaRose goes down, but Braden Chapman was there. Here's Williams. He's been lights out in this game. Great rebound there on the miss by Brown, who soars high. And here comes South Charleston, a chance to get it to 2, maybe 1. Pinnell will try for a 3. It won't go. Ball knocked away, and last touching the Black Eagles.
Yeah, Shady went back to their man-to-man there and kind of had trouble. A couple of them were in zone, but they were able to get away with it. Shady up 4, 4:45.
Bub Bowling, we have been doing games together since December, and we've seen a bunch of high school games, Marshall games, and we have just been treated to some outstanding games.
Oh, we have. And we always have a great seat in the house.
We do. Luke LaRose guarded there by Bradley Jones. LaRose with the left hand.
LaRose able to get to that left hand, finish at the basket. Shady needs it. LaRose delivers it.
LaRose with 7 now in the game. 71-65. Here's Quay Sutton up off the glass, but he's going to be whistled for the charge.
Braden Chapman, great defense here on the other end. LaRose through the legs, able to get to that left hand and finish. And on the other end, Braden Chapman with the defensive play of the game so far. The freshman getting right in there, taking the charge. Now 4:10 left. South Charleston looks like they're in just a little bit too much of a panic mode. Watch Shady getting a long layup here. South Charleston playing very aggressively.
Speeding it across the timeline is Cole Chapman, and now Shady will back out as we hit the midway point of this fourth quarter. LaRose on the move, and here is Cole Chapman wide open and knocks it down.
Cole Chapman again delivering the hard punch.
74-65. That's his third 3 of the game. Sutton on the drive. Beautiful.
Good use of the timeout there by Josh Daniel.
So when you go Cole Chapman, 17 in the game, and that is a full timeout. We break away. Shady 74, South Charleston 67.
When you or your family need medical attention, get convenient health care at Prompt Care. Family practice for both well and sick visits, and they offer emergency care with x-ray and labs. Get excellent care at Prompt Care in Daniels.
We wake up each morning, eager to share our passion. We work all day with purpose to build inspired relationships with our guests, our crew, and our neighbors. We're filled with pride at the end of the day, knowing that we've made a difference. Steak Escape Sandwich Grill.
We have a lot of good soccer players that step up when we need them to and play certain positions, even if that's where they don't think they need to play. When you put all our roles together, we can be successful. My reason why is passion.
$74, 67 our score. Shady Spring on top of South Charleston. Black Eagles have battled back from 18 down. Shady Spring had a tough third quarter. They've bounced back here in the fourth, and right now they have the lead and trying to cap off a great regular season at 21-1. South Charleston is trying to get to 11-10. Well, the ball was knocked away. Last touch by Sutton as Cole Chapman broke free.
Great backdoor cut. Tommy Williams playing very alert basketball. Saw him. Tommy Williams, again, you can't leave him open.
Yeah, he just swished it from two-point range.
Yeah, miscommunication by South Charleston on the out-of-bounds play. Ronnie Olson set up a great pick there.
Oh. Big-time 3 by Bradley Jones, who may have had one of the big-time shots of the year in high school basketball at the end of the third quarter and hits that 3.
Yeah, he took that one from a little closer.
He has 6 in the game now, 76-70. Driving is Chapman.
Yeah, I thought Cole Chapman may have passed up a layup attempt there. Got to get those tough baskets going to the hole. Braden Chapman took it straight to the basket, able to draw the foul. Braden Chapman downhill. That's what the young guys call it now, Mark. Going downhill. We used to say get to the basket. Now they want to go downhill.
Yeah, Braden Chapman, no matter what you call it, he's been tough tonight. Now, he had 12 points in the first quarter, all threes, had 3 in the second quarter, so 15 at the break. And so he scores his first point of this second half to make it 77-70. Hits another.
And Shady, even though they have an 8-point lead, they're a pressing team, going to their 12 press and almost a turnover.
Bradley Jones tossing it down to Shaquan Brown, so it will be South Charleston's ball.
I thought that was a great move by Ronnie Olson. A lot of coaches get too conservative late in the game. Boy, and one.
Yeah, Sutton strong to the hoop.
Quay Sutton has got all kinds of game.
22 in the game for Sutton. South Charleston not about to go away.
Yeah, South Charleston's got to get a stop. You know, they can be down 5 if he makes this, but they're not getting any stops on the other end. Shady able to convert.
78-73, our score. Here's Cole Chapman. 2.5 to go. Back to Grayson Shepard. Tommy Williams. Shot was blocked, but back into the hands of Grayson Shepard.
Great hustle by Shepard, getting that loose ball after the tremendous block shot.
Yep, I think, oh no, they got a timeout. Thought maybe there for a brief moment. Shepard may have walked with it. Ronnie Olson calls time, and they want a 30. We will keep it here. Reset this one for you. Go back to the first quarter, and it was a 2-2 game, a 14-14 game, and then Shady Spring had a 10-point lead at the end of 8, 26-16, and again, they had 24 points coming from the three-point line. Tommy Williams had 4 threes, and Braden Chapman had 4 threes, and Luke LaRose had a couple of free throws. It was a 49-34 lead at halftime. 18-point lead, 46-28 for Shady in that second quarter, and then South Charleston came on strong there in the third and got that lead whittled down to 4 at 60-56, and right now have ourselves a 5-point game, Bob Boland.
Yeah, it's going right down to the end. Shady wants nothing but a layup here. You can tell Coach Ronnie Olson a little upset with Tommy Williams trying that hard layup and getting it blocked, and so Shady's going to shoot free throws and layups.
All right, Luke LaRose is fouled, and
it's not on the double bonus yet. 1-and-1, big free throws here for Shady.
Personal being assessed on Darius Dawson. So LaRose to the line. Has 10 points in the game.
Well, the referees gave the signal for 1-and-1.
And boy, LaRose could not get either free throw to go down. So big opportunity here for South Charleston, and Sutton's fouled by Braden Chapman.
And that's the chance you take. You know, Shady went with the press last time, was successful. They go with it on a missed free throw this time, and Quay Sutton able to draw the foul. So South Charleston has a chance to score with the clock not running.
He has 21 in the game, make it 22.
On the road, Ronnie Olson will probably adjust to that next possession and not want to take that chance.
South Charleston, Bob, is 14 of 14 at the free throw line here in this second half. 78-75. Missed free throws by Shady, and that is, well, it's up maybe over and back, but Perry Estep says, but here's a steal. Shaquan Brown, and the ball was stripped by Tommy Williams. It will be South Charleston's ball with 1:32 to go.
Yeah, Shady's was going east to west with the passes that possession. They got to still play aggressively and attack the basket.
Out it goes to DJ Johnson into the quarter, and here is Bradley Jones. And the ball out of bounds, and last touching the white-clad Black Eagles. It'll be Shady's ball with the 3-point lead.
South Charleston does not need to foul yet. And Shady needs it. There goes Luke LaRose right to the basket.
LaRose.
Able to convert. Smart play by LaRose.
80-75 the score.
Yeah, LaRose realized his team last possession was passing it sideways. He just said, I'm going straight to the basket, going to draw the foul or get the bucket. And quick first step by LaRose as we look at it. And got all the way to the bucket, able to get the layup.
LaRose has 12 points in the game. This is now the 6th time this season that Shady Spring has hit for 80 or more. Highest output this season by the Tigers, 97. This South Charleston team well past, did have 91 in the second game of the season against Beth Haven. But this is the first time they've cracked 70 since December.
And that's a good time right before postseason. Maybe Josh Daniels has found a way that his team can play and be more successful. And you're always learning about your teams no matter what time of the year it is.
South Charleston will open sectional play next Wednesday against George Washington, the number 1 seed in Class AAA Region 3, Section 1.
Quay Sutton got away with a little steps there.
All right, under a minute to go, and Sutton slipped and fell, and
smart play by Josh Daniel getting the timeout.
All right, unfortunate there for Sutton. Great facility here, but sometimes feet will come out from under you. We talked about South Charleston GW, and that'll be a good sectional opener.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever been to this facility and didn't smell chlorine.
Yeah.
And Bobby Dawson told me before the Beckley games he always have them put more chlorine in that pool so we couldn't breathe. So, I mean, it's amazing. No chlorine smell in here today. The place really looks good.
Yeah, it does. It's a very nice facility. It's got a nice pool, a lot of nice fitness center. They're in a Zumba class. When I walked in here tonight, I thought about stopping by, but hard to do Zumba in a suit and tie.
Well, but you got hurt bowling, so I'm a little worried about your partner.
That's been about
don't
a year.
do any Zumba.
That's a year ago.
Don't remind me. Hey, I'll remember that 10 years from now. A football player injured bowling. All right, we got a good one here, Mark. 5-point game. Black Eagles with the ball. Look for something running through Quay Sutton here. Here comes Quay Sutton off of a pick on the other side. There's the weave with Sutton. Straight to the basket. And
lost it, but gets it right into the hands of DJ Johnson.
DJ Johnson, right place, right time. South Charleston back in the press.
13 for Johnson. Here is Williams. Wouldn't go, and a foul called.
Tommy Williams went to the basket with authority, able to draw the foul.
Well, if you are Josh Daniel, you got to be pleased with your team's effort. Down 18, not over, but what an effort. And certainly Ronnie Olson, he has played a who's who of basketball teams this season, the Shady Club has. As Williams hits.
Well, that was a big free throw. That was down to a one-possession game. And
Tommy Williams, well, he's come on here and had that big first quarter.
Quay Sutton should go. Oh, great steal. Good block from behind. Oh, he called a foul. Wow, great hustles by Shaquan Brown. I thought he got the clean block, and they're able to get the foul call. Let's look. I don't know what they're passing. Good Grayson Shep. Body contact down low, but I guess I'm used to the college game. That would have let that go. But there was body contact.
And I think that's 5 on Brown. And getting it to fall is Shepard. Shepard now with 10 in the game.
Well, letting him stay. If that's 5, it's a home
Well,
court
maybe not.
advantage.
It seemed like he was walking that way, so I think it's 4.
Oh, yeah. Quay Sutton's got to just go through this press on his own. Shady doesn't want to take a chance and foul him.
84.
Big steal by Grayson Shepard.
Here is a shot by Jones. It's off the mark, and the rebound by LaRose to Cole Chapman to Grayson Shepard. And Shady just going to run it out here, and doesn't look like Josh Daniel is going to foul. And, well, what an effort by South Charleston. They battle back. Outstanding basketball game and an outstanding regular season for Shady Spring, coming to a close with a 21-1 record. Big win, Bob Bolin, for Shady Spring, and if you're Josh Daniel, this effort tonight, you got to feel pretty good about your team.
Oh, you do. Josh should feel good going into postseason. Got a big game coming up Wednesday. And Shady Spring, when you put all 5 guys that can touch the ball, pass, dribble, and shoot, they are very difficult to stop. And then when they go on a run like they did the first half, making all those threes, they're almost impossible to stop.
All right, we'll come back and recap it for you. Shady Spring 84, South Charleston 77. You're watching Video Productions live streaming coverage of West Virginia high school basketball. Tonight's game being presented by Midstate Ford.
When you or your family need medical attention, get convenient health care at Prompt Care. Family practice for both well and sick visits, and they offer emergency care with x-ray and labs. Get excellent care at Prompt Care in Daniels.
First set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Make your next car buying experience easy at Midstate Ford or Northside Automotive at Northside Drive in Summersville. We've got 9 great brands in one giant location: Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, Ford, Chevy, Buick, GMC. That's right, folks, just off Route 19 in Summersville, West Virginia's premier car dealership. Midstate Ford and Northside Automotive, just a short drive from anywhere. Visit us today.
Goalkeeper gives me a responsibility that I wouldn't get anywhere else on the field. Nothing else is important except how you're going to help your team. I'll never get to win a game, but I'll keep us from losing a game. My reason why is competition.
My car was totaled and I had just had it 8 months.
Every case is different and every case is important.
I just felt comfortable knowing they were taking care of stuff.
Our most important job is to take care of everything so you can focus on recovery.
They made me feel like I was special, like they were working just one-on-one with me.
Carol's case mattered. We like to take care of our own.
I did matter to them.
Call Farmer Klein and Cam, because around here,
you matter.
Call 346-5990.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
84-77 is the final score here. Shady Spring knocking off South Charleston for a second time this season. Two had met back in December. South Charleston won that game, or Shady Spring won that game. South Charleston makes it a much different game this time around, but Shady prevails, and they finish the regular season at 21-1. South Charleston out 10-11. South Charleston with one game remaining in the regular season. They will play at Ripley on Thursday night to cap off the regular season before sectional tournament play arrives. And looking back on this one, 2-2 game, a 14-14 game in the first quarter. Shady out to a 26-16 lead at the end of one. They led it 49-34 at the break, a 15-point lead, the biggest lead of the game, and it came in that second quarter, was 18 by Shady Spring. Then South Charleston made things a little interesting. They got it to 60-56 in the third quarter, and these teams weaved back and forth throughout the fourth, and Shady managed to hang on to that lead, and they pull out the 84-77 win. Big night for Tommy Williams, 27 points. Cole Chapman had 17. Braden Chapman had 17. Luke LaRose with 12. Grayson Shepard with 11. 5 players in double figures, and it was unbelievable three-point shooting. Williams had 7. Shepard had a 3. LaRose had a couple of threes. Braden Chapman had 4 threes, all those in the first quarter. 2 by Cole Chapman. Lights out shooting. The leading scorer for South Charleston, 25 points for their leading scorer, Quay Sutton, and 15 points in the contest for Shaquan Brown, 13 for DJ Johnson in this one here tonight. And it is a win for Shady Spring of 84-77. And Bob Bolin, this was a fun game to do.
It was, Mark. And now the question comes for Shady is, can a state championship be won playing positionless basketball? And Shady truly plays positionless basketball. 5 guys on the perimeter moving the ball, shooting it. All 5 understand their role. All 5 were in double figures tonight. And it was a beautiful basketball game. Give South Charleston credit. They came to fight. Good game. South Charleston coming up on the short end, but this should prepare both of them for tournament action. And there's so many good teams in AA, and I'm looking forward to this postseason.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Again, South Charleston with one game remaining. They'll play at Ripley on Thursday, and then that will conclude the regular season. So Josh Daniel and his crew will try to get to 11-11 as postseason play gets going, and they'll be in the Class AAA Region 3 Section 1 tournament. They are the number 4 seed in that 4-team sectional. They'll play number 1 George Washington next Wednesday. St. Albans, the number 3 seed, will play number 2 Capital.
I mean, South Charleston, GW, and the losers finished.
Yeah,
I mean, that's postseason. That's big-time postseason.
Yeah, it is indeed. And meanwhile, for Shady Spring, they will be a part of the Class AA Region 3 Section 2 tournament. That's all going to be at Princeton High School. Now, that tournament actually gets underway this Saturday. James Monroe will play Riverview, and then on Tuesday night, Pikeview, the number 3 seed, plays Bluefield, the number 2 seed. James Monroe is the number 5 seed. Riverview is the number 4 seed. So the winner of that game will then advance and play Shady Spring. They're the number 1 seed of that sectional, and then the championship will be Friday, March 6th. I don't want to predict anything, but we may be looking at another Bluefield Shady Spring game in that sectional championship, but there's 3 other teams there that will have something to say.
There are, but that's what's supposed to happen. Your top 2 seeds should advance, and you look at that section, there's 2 of the top 3 teams in the state. And, everybody's trying to take a shot at Chapmanville. Guess what? Chapmanville are the reigning champions. They're the heavyweight champion. They've been there and done that. Everybody's lining up to take their shot. And last year, everybody tried to take their shot at Chapmanville, but what happened? Everybody went home sad. So Shady plays differently than anybody in the state. I mean, true positionless basketball, and it's going to be an exciting postseason.
Well, Shady Spring coming out of the locker room, and they'll head back to Raleigh County. The next time they they hope to be in Kanawha County. Will be in March for the state tournament. They've got some work to do before then, sectionals and then regional play. If that comes about, and boy, I tell you what, that is the goal for all teams, and it certainly is for the Tigers. And meanwhile, Josh Daniel and his South Charleston Black Eagles will play right here in the Valley, and they hope to keep it going for quite a while as well. Well, Bob, great being with you as always, my friend, and safe travels back, and we'll see you soon.
Partner, good seeing you again. A great way to end the regular season broadcast for us.
No doubt. We thank all of you for joining us tonight for live streaming coverage of this showdown between Shady Spring and South Charleston. Again, Shady Spring wins it by a final of 84-77. For analyst Bob Bolin and our video productions crew led by Butch Mounts, Robbie Mounts, and Joe Mounts, this is Mark Martin saying so long from the South Charleston Community Center. You've been watching Video Productions live streaming coverage of West Virginia high school basketball, and tonight's game was presented by Midstate Ford. Tonight's game has been a sports presentation of Video Productions.